Okay, in this little series, I'm going to try to make my case for why learning functional harmony is so important, regardless of what style you use. One thing I've noticed is that a lot of people who want to get into film scores and stuff, they kind of tend to drift away. They kind of tend to avoid it, actually, learning complete and total functional harmony knowledge and studying the Bach Corrals and stuff. And that's actually a mistake, because most film scores are usually contain some functional harmony intermixed with modal harmony, intermixed with non-functional things like unique scales and stuff. So we're going to take this Bach Corral here, and we're basically going to make the case of why we should study this. So let me play through it. Okay, this is just a segment of this chorale. It's D minor, melodic minor. This is a good case of going upwards, melodic minor, and then downwards in a very common, very rule-based melodic minor there. Okay, very old school rule-based melodic minor. And then the Picardy third. So I wrote everything up for you. Here's the bass progression. And we study Bach Corrals because it gives us because they are literally the epitome of functional harmony. Very functional harmony. So what we're going to do is take that entire sequence and replace the 5 chord that ends on the cadence, and let me play through the chords, with the flat 7 chord that occurs in natural minor. Okay? And this all has a really nice dramatic effect, and it sounds very pleasant too. So let's play it in, well, the sequence here without the Picardy third ending. Very natural minor kind of sound, Aeolian. Okay, so we've intermixed the two already here. Let's use the Picardy third. Nice way to end that, instead of using the 5 chord, but the rest is entirely the Bach Corral, the sequence. Okay, that's why we study him. So let's do something similar, but as if we're doing some kind of dramatic music. So then you could go back into D minor. So using that raised, or the flat 7 instead of the raised third 5, instead of doing that, that's what we get. So it has a really cool and dramatic effect. But the rest of it was pure functional harmony. That was the only part that was not. So that's why we study it. And we also study it to avoid confusion. If you just study film scores and then you look at something like this, you probably wouldn't even notice that because you've never studied functional harmony, you probably wouldn't notice the first whole set of chord moves were pure, basic, old school functional harmony. So that's exactly why we study it. Because many of styles use a mixture between functional harmony, modalism, like I said, unique scales, atonalism, all that. It's a huge conglomerate, especially film scores. It's a huge conglomeration of all of that. That's why you need a really solid foundation in just functional harmony. In the next video, we're going to take one of the moves that's very functional in this Bach Corral, and we're going to use it again as a sort of a way to use for film score moves. And then we're going to move on to other styles.